One Punch Man. The original story comes from a webcomic by author one with extremely simple art, but a pretty good story. Shueisha decided that this story couldn't stay that way, and assigned the talented Yusuke Murata the task of transforming one's art into a masterpiece, and there's no doubt that visually it is, but narratively Murata's work has been a disaster for a while now. And now, as fans rush to get into the new manga update, they discovered that we've gone back to chapter 240 and that the manga will be redrawn again. That means that all the chapters published since October 2023 are no longer part of the main story. This is not the first time that Murata scrapped the work and started again exactly from chapter 240. In March 2024, the author had already published 8 chapters. From 240 to 247, he announced that these would be deleted to be corrected. Now the same decision has been made again, with twice as many chapters published, something that has not gone uncriticized by the fans. On the official site for the anime adaptation of Aheron-san wa Hakarinai, the first promotional video for the second season of the project was revealed. The video confirms that the premiere is scheduled for the spring 2025 period, and shows a clip of the opening theme song titled by Netsuma performed by Zudomeo. The anime adaptation of Sakamoto Days has debuted at the top of Netflix's international catalog. Since its premiere, the Sakamoto Days anime has accumulated 8.6 million views, making it the second most watched non-English language TV show on Netflix. In fact, it was only surpassed by the TV juggernaut that is Squid Game with its second season. Looking at the figures from another perspective, it means that the streaming platform's subscribers have dedicated 7.7 million hours to following the adventures of Taro Sakamoto. On the official site for the anime adaptation of Re:Zero, a promotional video for the second part of the third season of the project was revealed. The video confirms that the return is scheduled for next February 5th in Japan, and that this second part will have a total of 8 episodes. On the official site for the anime adaptation of My Hero Academia, Watchmen, the main promotional video for the project was revealed. The video confirms that the premiere is scheduled for April 7th in Japan, and lists the main voice cast. Anime Studios Production I.G and Signal.md will officially merge as of June 1st. In this merger, Production I.G will be the survivor, while Signal.md will disappear as an independent studio, marking the end of more than a decade of history. IG Port, the parent company, claims that this is to optimize resources and improve group profits. A press release announced that the anime Past the Monster Meat, Milady, will be delayed from its scheduled spring 2025 premiere to fall 2025 due to production issues. The message did not go into details, and only apologized to fans and assured that the production is doing everything possible to move the project forward. At a meeting held in late 2024, the foreign ministers of Japan and China reached 10 key agreements to strengthen cultural ties, highlighting a focus on the joint production of audiovisual works. Among the most prominent agreements, both sides agreed to promote the joint creation of anime, live-action series and documentaries for broadcast and distribution. This also aims to resolve common issues related to cultural policy, such as transparency in the distribution of Japanese content in China, anti-piracy measures and the creation of a safe environment for creators in both countries. The collaboration promises significant benefits for both nations. Japan seeks to tap into the huge Chinese market, one of the largest in the world, and to access a system that offers preferential treatment for its productions. Films registered under the Japan-China Agreement are not included in the strict quota of foreign films allowed in Chinese theaters, which represents economic advantages for Japanese production companies. Japanese production companies face challenges due to opaque content regulations in China, where works must pass reviews by the National Radio and Television Administration, NRTA. These reviews, which can take up to 50 days, have hindered the simultaneous distribution of anime with Japan, reducing potential licensing revenue by as much as 80% according to industry executives, because the delay in streaming means that most prefer to watch via piracy rather than read spoilers on social media. Television and production company Fuji TV is in the hot seat following the sexual assault scandal involving Masahiro Nakai, a famous presenter and former member of SMAP. The resignation of bigwig Shuji Kano and Koichi Minato did not calm the waters, and sponsors have been stampeding out, leading long-running franchises like Chibi Maruko-chan without support and Seizi-san with only one company backing it, Nishimatsuya, a company dedicated to children's products. All the chaos began in 2020, when Nakai was accused of assaulting a woman at a dinner organized by Fuji TV staff. Although he denies using violence and settled the case in $1 million settlement settlement with the victim, the public didn't let it go. Major brands such as Nissan, Toyota, and even Nintendo withdrew their ads from the TV station, while the networks continue to be filled with memes and widespread criticism. In Japanese forums, users are already speculating about the future of these undeniable anime classics. Some wonder if the producers of Chibi Maruko-chan and Seizi-san will dare to look for other TV stations after more than 50 and 30 years broadcasting on Fuji TV, respectively, while others enjoy seeing this great company fall. On the official site for the anime adaptation of Bad Girl, the first promotional visual for the project was revealed. The release listed production details and confirmed that the premiere is scheduled for the summer 2025 period. The most recent issue of Weekly Shonen Sunday magazine published the final chapter of the manga Komi-san Can't Communicate. The story comes to an end after almost 9 years in serialization, after a series of story arcs and a huge cast of characters that make up the entirety of Shuko Komi's 100 Friends. The manga World Trigger will go on hiatus again. The official Twitter account of Jump SQ magazine announced that there will not be a new chapter in the next issue, scheduled for February 4th, due to the fact that author Daisuke Ashihara is not in good health. 2 men were arrested in Japan on suspicion of disobeying the Copyright Act after creating and selling indecent posters generated with artificial intelligence, AI. The defendants, a 36-year-old employee from Yokohama and a 40-year-old freelancer from Shiga, generated explicit illustrations of Neon Genesis Evangelion and Yu-Gi-Oh! Girls to sell in print. According to the police report, the men used an AI to generate the images and then printed them as posters that they sold at internet auctions without any official authorization. The investigation, according to the report, began when authorities detected these illegal sales during a cyber patrol. The Yokohama man reportedly pocketed about 10 million yen, more than $60,000, between May 2023 and March 2024, while the Shiga man earned about 5.7 million yen, more than $39,000, between July 2023 and April 2024. In Miyagi Prefecture, Yuko Tano, a mother who is not a manga fan, continued to buy Weekly Shonen Jump magazine every week for 7 years after losing her son Koda in the Great Japan earthquake of 2011. Koda, who was only 13 at the time of his death, was a huge fan of the magazine and manga such as One Piece and Haikyuu. Since then, Yuko kept the tradition her son loved alive, buying each new issue for him in the hope that, had he been alive, he would have continued to enjoy these stories. When her son passed away, Yuko placed copies of Weekly Shonen Jump in his casket and on the family shrine. She later realized that she could not throw them away, as she had previously done with Koda's manga. Therefore, he continued to buy the magazine every week even when he couldn't find it in nearby stores. Regardless, the Weekly Shonen Jump magazine collection began to accumulate, and by the time the news went viral, it had amassed more than 350 issues. X01inch, an urban artist who usually stars his works with anime characters and places them in Mexico City. In a collaboration with Dork and Demonkid_Tattoo, who shared a wall with him, he revealed his most recent work, a mural dedicated to the Kaguya-sama, Love is War franchise and starring Kaguya Shinomiya and Chika Fujiwara. The artist shared several photographs of his art and even a video with the artistic process, noting that this fine piece is located in the Tláhuac mayor's office in Mexico City. His work immediately attracted attention on social networks, especially from people who wanted to look for him to take a picture next to such a fine piece of art. A Best Buy commercial from several years ago was rediscovered by the internet community and set off a firestorm. In the ad, a salesman pulls a laptop out of a Best Buy bag and says it is thinner and lighter than the other guy's disgusting pillow. The latter replies, "It's anime," to which the salesman replies, "And Anna might never talk to you if she ever sees that." Although the commercial is already a few years old, the conversation has once again given the social networks something to talk about, separating internet users between those who do not approve of this type of marketing and those who say that the message is not as wrong as they think. Shinji Aoba, the man responsible for the arson attack on Kyoto Animation Studios in 2019, has decided to withdraw his appeal to avoid the death penalty, as reported by the Osaka Prefectural Court of Appeals. With this, the final sentence for one of the worst mass murders in recent Japanese history is confirmed. Aoba, 46, was sentenced to death in January 2024 by the Tokyo District Court after his actions resulted in the deaths of 36 people inside the renowned anime studio. The court found that the subject was mentally competent to stand trial for his actions. Although his defense had initially appealed the conviction, Aoba decided to withdraw the appeal this week. That's all for today. Which of these news stories surprised you the most? Leave us your opinion in the comments, and if you have any news news you'd like us to cover, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the little bell so YouTube will notify you when we upload new videos. Thanks for joining us, and remember, every week we have more of the best anime for you. See you in the next video, bye!